So speaking to some other bands from the time, they seem to have this sort of, I don't know whether this is how it is with prog rock or not, but this sort of jam approach where they sort of come up with a basic idea and then have a few jam sessions, and then out of those comes sort of a more experimental song. I just wondered if you guys had the same thing, or whether some guys went away and wrote things and then presented it as a sort of, this is my song and I'd like your input on this.
No, we're absolutely not a jam band.
You were not.
Absolutely not. No, no. Yes, we were. Okay, let me put that in perspective. When there was a solo to be put down or on stage, we would have that solo. Whoever it was, a keyboard solo, sax solo, a guitar solo, behind a rhythmic theme. But in general, writing the material was done. In certainly Ray and Carey were the main, if you like, musician songwriters who came up with the music, and I would occasionally, Ray probably more about 30%, Carey about 40%, and me about 15-20%,
Right.
and come up with the pieces that were written, and a lot of things were scored actually,
Right.
literally scored so it was stuff done, scored, and we were quite precise. I mean, we were far from a jam band.
Right.
That's not what we were. We were very tight and musical and very much orchestrated, if you like. So the music you hear in Gentle Giant generally, and I think it goes from album one to the very last album, you'll hear pieces of music, and I won't call them songs, as some of them are not really songs, but you'll hear themes in the pieces of music, which are kind of, and again, I don't want to sound pretentious for the sake of it as one of our album titles, or pompous, but they're thematic. And that's kind of a classical mode of music. And Carey was very much into counterpoint and contrapuntal music, which is kind of interesting. It surprises people. We love to surprise people, and that's what we did. So really, to answer your question, no, we were not a jam band at all. That's not what we were, and didn't want to be that.